How you doing, guys? How are you guys doing? Hopefully, you're having a good one. Okay, guys. As you know, every Tuesday I will be going live for the Ultimate Fighter post-show reaction. Okay, and this episode actually was good. This is episode two. Okay, this is episode two of uh of the Ultimate Fighter. Bad guy versus good guy. Chael Sonnen versus Daniel Cormier. Two retired fighters who are definitely not competing anytime soon, guys. But this is what we have. This is what we have. This is what we're working with, guys. So let's start from the top. Let's start from the top of the show, guys. Okay. What's up, gang? Welcome back, Dean. Welcome back to the chat, guys. Welcome back to the chat. This is the Ultimate Fighter post-show reaction. Okay. Every Tuesdays, I will be going live for my reaction of the Ultimate Fighter. Episode 2 just got done, and I honestly thought it was entertaining. I honestly thought it was really entertaining. To be honest with you, they actually brought in T.J. Dillashaw. Um, I thought he was a good coach. You know, he showed some fundamental striking that might help these fighters moving on. You know, something that they could put in their shed as a as a tool for maybe later on, and maybe they could practice that and add it to their game. Right. Um, I thought TJ was phenomenal. You know what I mean? Um, I thought TJ did a lot of he hit a lot of good points with the fighters. He talked about creating traps and creating setups and being dynamic. You know what I mean? That's really what TJ Dillashaw was talking about and trying to implement in the minds of these young fighters who are up and comer in the Ultimate Fighter. And I thought that was all in good, man. I thought he did a great job. Now I honestly see something totally different when it comes to this, Ultimate Fighter. And it's obvious, guys. Doctor Strange versus Iron Man. Uh Man, that's a tough one, man. That is a tough one, but I think Iron nah, I don't know. That's a hard one. I don't know. Who is the Ultimate Fighter? I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I think Iron Man. I think Iron Man takes it, guys. I think Iron Man takes it. If I had to pick someone right now, guys. Guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Okay, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it, guys. But I thought TJ Dillashaw did a great job. But one thing that I did notice about the Ultimate Fighter right now, especially this season, bro is geeked. What do you mean? What does geeked mean? I'm not understanding. But please be specific on the comments. All right. But honestly, guys, what I noticed about this season, about in this season of the Ultimate Fighter, is that they're not they're not really training the way they're not really training the way usual training looks like, so to speak, right? Um, they're barely doing like 30%. From what I'm seeing, they're barely doing 30% when they're sparring. It's very relaxed. It looks like a very relaxed type of environment. It's not really somewhere where you'll see guys really pushing it at the gym. It just looks totally different from the very first Ultimate Fighter. I remember watching the very first Ultimate Fighter, and I remember people were getting cut. People were bleeding in the first sparring session. I mean, damn near Stephen Bonner got cut by Forrest Griffin in the first sparring session they had, guys. Like, people were breaking their arms in the first sparring session. It was ridiculous. This very first Ultimate Fighter. So it's very good to see the evolution, right? It's very good to see the evolution of the Ultimate Fighter and these, you know, the way these coaches are coaching these fighters. You know what I mean? It kind of looks. It definitely doesn't look appealing, from an entertainment aspect. Like if you're viewing the show for the first time, I think the first Ultimate Fighter will get you much more excited than watching the sparring sessions that happen right now in the Ultimate Fighter, but it's still good for their health. You know what I mean? These guys are not gonna get hurt. These guys are not gonna get cut. You know, so it's good to see the evolution of the Ultimate Fighter. To be honest with you, and somebody said green. Definitely not, guys. Guys, weed is good. Weed is great, but I work a lot of hours. You know what I mean? Look at my eyes right now. Are my eyes red right now? Guys, relax. Okay, I work a lot of hours. Okay, and if I look a certain way, it might be because I'm tired. You know, I have my eyes open a lot of the times. I'm always fixing fucking projection. So just please bear with me, guys. Uh, without preparation, Doctor Strange will win. But if Iron Man is prepared, Iron Man wins. Look, you said the Ultimate Fighter, and usually at the Ultimate Fighter, these guys get prepared. So if I'm picking someone, I'm picking Iron Man because he's gonna go in there very much prepared. Okay, okay, Dean. What the fuck are you talking to? Who the fuck are you talking to? I have no idea, guys. I have no idea who I'm talking to, Isaac. You know what I mean? You're just you're here on my chat. You know what I mean? You know, Allah, huge, huge. You know, blessed to everybody, blessed to all all the different religions, guys. One more sub for 600. Woohoo! Oh wow, Dean. Thank you so much for bringing that up. You know what I mean? We're gonna keep it pushing. We're gonna keep it pushing. You already know. But yeah, I like this. I like seeing the evolution of the way these coaches are coaching these fighters. Not everybody has to go in there and go all out, balls to the wall. To the point where you are getting injured, and then you don't have a chance to even make the Ultimate Fighter. So that is good to see. You know what I mean? I remember back in the day, you used to have to fight to get on the show. So imagine that. So that's also good to see that they're not doing that anymore. You know what I mean? There was a lot of injuries due to that as well. Uh, but another thing, guys, this fight between Daniil and Richard, it was Daniil versus Richard. It was a welterweight fight. I really think this fight was very entertaining, man. It really was. The very first one, the very first round, Daniil goes in there, throws a right hand, lands big, hurts Richard. Richard starts backing up against the fence. Daniil pressures him, has him on the fence, starts landing some punches. Richard runs and tries to protect himself. At that point, he's very much hurt. Daniel Cormier is in, Daniil's corner because he's his coach. So Daniel Cormier is in Daniil's corner screaming, finish him, finish him. Daniil is doing his best, to finish him. But Richard, he's doing a good job of keeping movement, while he's, taking punishment in the same time. In the same time, Chael Sonnen is in Richard's corner, basically screaming, protect yourself, protect yourself. You know what I mean? Clinch, clinch, use that clinch. And eventually Richard does get the clinch and stops Daniil from, putting a beating on him in that first round. And then the second round, a little bit more happened to that, of Daniil just taking over Richard. Uh, and Daniil ended up taking the fight. So now it's tied 1-1. DC has one victory he just had right now. And Chael Sonnen has one victory, and he just took his first loss, just like, DC. So it's 1-1 right now, guys. First time here. What up? UFC Talk. Gotta love it. Yes, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. UFC Talk. This is post fight Ultimate Fighter show reaction, guys. Okay. I will be here every Tuesday to critique the Ultimate Fighter. Okay, because I don't know if if you are new to my channel, I have a lot of complaints when it comes to the UFC. Okay. Um I thought, the Ultimate Fighter needs to be revived, and I really thought they needed specific coaches to do this. And I just don't think Chael Sonnen and DC are going to, push the threshold to really rebuild and push the Ultimate Fighter in the right direction. You know what I mean? But let's see what happens. You know what I mean? Let's see what happens. Mike Tyson coach, VA John Jones coach in their prime. Who would win? Uh, man, I think I might have to say Mike Tyson's coach. I mean, not Mike Tyson's coach. John Jones coach, just because John Jones coach knows Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. He's a wizard in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. Yeah. So yeah. Um, I hit the like and I sub. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the new sub. Welcome to the community. We're building this community. Um, the goal for this year, for 2025, guys, was to reach 500 subscribers. We surpassed that. We're halfway through the year. Let's keep hustling. Let's keep grinding, because this is a channel for the fans, by the fans, guys. And you already know when it comes to my UFC fight prediction, guys, as it stands right now, I am 107 wins and 80 losses. I repeat, I am 107 wins and 80 losses. So I'm way above 500. Got to keep getting these dubs. This Saturday, UFC 316. If you haven't watched my UFC fight predictions, they are on my YouTube channel, guys. Okay. But let me go. Let me read some more. Damn, I still haven't seen it. I'm saving it for tomorrow. LOL. All good. Congratulations. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert for the Ultimate Fighter. Congratulations for 600, man. I appreciate it. 80 wins, 107 losses. No, no, no. 107 wins. 107 wins, 80 losses. 107 wins, 80 losses. Did I say 80 wins, 107 losses? No, no. 107 wins. 107 wins, 80 losses. Way above 500. Okay, way above 500. So let's keep getting these dubs. All right, Dean. All right. But let's keep it moving. All right. You know, I thought the presentation of the show, you know, it's pure usual when it comes to the Ultimate Fighter. But I also thought it was very interesting, where especially when it came to Danil. Danil is a Ukraine fighter. I believe he left Ukraine because of the war, and a lot of people, a lot of his family members, you know, they still there. They got left behind basically. A lot of his friends went to war. A lot of his friends and family members died in the war, and they started showing images of the war in Ukraine. And I started thinking to myself, I'm like, man, we're in 2025, guys. We're in 2025 and we're still fighting wars with technology that we can't even think of. You know what I mean? And it's like, what the fuck are we doing? Like these images that they showed on the Ultimate Fighter. If you guys haven't watched the Ultimate Fighter, and you guys haven't watched this episode, episode 2, with Danil and his backstory in Ukraine. I mean, it's crazy, man. It's crazy that we're in 2025 and people have to worry about, their livelihood. It's fucking nuts to me, man. And just seeing the images, it really it struck a nerve, man. It really struck a nerve with me, because I'm just like, how are we here? How are we here still after so? It's just it's something that I just can't understand, to be honest with you guys. But I thought that was a nice touch of the Ultimate Fighter, for putting that in there about Danil. I thought they hit the fine detail with that, and it really touched a nerve with me. It really did. Let me see. Fighters aside, let's do pizza versus burger. Uh, Pizza versus burger. Let me see, man. I think the burger wins. You know what I mean? Like if I had a pizza in front of me, but then I had a burger in front of me that was my style of burger, completely made the way I would make it. Oh man, it's the burger all day, man. 100%. You know what I mean? I'll take that, man. Pause. You know what I mean? Pause. But that's pretty much it when it comes to the Ultimate Fighter. You know what I mean? It was a great fight. It was an entertaining episode. I liked it. You know what I mean? Um, episode 1, was the intro. It wasn't very much entertaining, but they rebound in the second episode. They rebound in the second episode. Let's see about the third episode. All right, I'll be here every Tuesday critiquing the Ultimate Fighter. Tomorrow is my birthday. Excuse me. Tomorrow is your birthday. Well, happy birthday to you. All right, enjoy it, relish it, take as much pictures as you can. You know what I mean? And enjoy yourself, man. Enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? Enjoy every moment, brother. Enjoy every moment. Oh my God! Here we go. Here we go. this this guy coming back on the chat. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. All right. You got it. You got it. The Pacers won. Okay. They out strategized us, they out coached us, and they outplayed us. Okay. Plain and simple. All right, Tony. You're back on the chat. And look, uh, I give credit where credit is due. Okay. And the Knicks went down. The Knicks went down. And I honestly thought, going into game 6 that the Knicks were, they were prepared. They were prepared for all out war. You know what I mean? I mean, they were down by 20 some odd points twice against the Celtics, and they came back, and they won. Phenomenal, phenomenal. The playoffs is a lot about the team, right? It's about team chemistry, right? Is a lot about that, and it's also a lot about coaching, right? But it's also a lot about luck, guys. It's also a lot about luck, and I really thought throughout that throughout that whole playoff series with the Knicks, even in the Detroit series, guys, I wasn't really confident. You know what I mean? Going into every game, I would watch it. I'm like, oh my God, please, Hart, don't turn the ball over. And before I could say, don't turn the ball over, he already turned the ball over twice. Okay? Is the fundamental plays that I watched the Knicks, and I'm like, these guys, one day they're playing like the best team like ever. And then the next day is like they're playing like the worst team ever. That's the reason why they lost. You know what I mean? And that's the reason why they fired their coach. All right. And they fired the hell out of him. They let him go. All respects to Tibbs. All respects to the guy. He brought, the things that he brought was he brought success. He brought some type of success. He brought, you know, um, he brought a winning aspect back to New York. You know what I mean? But what he didn't bring was pure confidence and trust. That's something that he didn't bring, and change. He didn't bring those things. He didn't bring confidence, trust, and change. Those are the three fucking aspects that Tibbs did not bring, and it showed in the playoffs, guys. It really did show in the playoffs. So now I'm wondering who the Knicks are going to get. Okay, as a coach, as it stands right now, they are coachless. Okay, so the Knicks are gonna have to make some moves, especially in the bench to get some depth. Because let me tell you something. We wasted a lot of draft picks for specific guys I'm not gonna name, but and I don't know. I don't know. The Knicks have to make some moves. Hopefully they don't get rid of Cat because I like Cat. I like the whole Cat and Brunson, thing. Um, I don't know if they're gonna get rid of Robinson, Mitchell, Mitchie. I don't know if they're gonna get rid of him. Most likely they get rid of him just because of his health. And right now, they have to worry about paying him. So that's gonna be an issue. So there's a lot of things to consider. But you're right, the Pacers won, okay? The Pacers won. Sorry I had to go on a fucking rant, but the Pacers won, okay? And nobody's gonna watch the damn playoffs anymore. It's gonna be the worst playoff, championship rating in history. Nobody's watching this damn championship game against Pacers and Thunder. I guarantee it. Okay. I want your eyebrows. Dang. Wow. Change my eyebrows. I need eyebrows depth. Help my eyebrows. Cursing is ungodly. Oh my gosh, guys. Sometimes in the chat, you guys are really entertaining. I really think so, man. I really do. I really do think so. But guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media. Okay, I really thank you guys. I can't build this community without you guys. This is a community for the fans by the fans. So I salute you guys. All right, let's keep pushing. But that's really all it. That's really all it I can say about the Ultimate Fighter. Hopefully, episode 3 is just as entertaining as episode 2. All right, guys. Just Minions just moved. He just moved. Did he really? Did he really just move? I mean, some of those things you gotta worry. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'll be seeing them move. Sometimes, you know what I mean? They be having conversations amongst each other. You know what I mean? Goku be over there, Gameya Kameya. You know what I mean? But yeah, guys, he is making moves on you. He probably is. He probably is. He's probably gonna attack me. You know what I mean? Show us that move. Did he put? Show us that move that Diddy put you in. Oh my gosh, Diddy didn't put me in any move. If Diddy tried to attempt to put me on a move, I would have to honestly, I would have to shank him. You know what I mean? I'll have to give him a buck 50. You know what they call it in the calles. Okay. But yeah, not my man. Green light, mother. You have baby oil ready? I don't think so. I don't think so. The baby, I don't even like baby oil. You know what I mean? Does it look like a person like me needs baby oil? I don't need no baby oil on my skin. I'm not dry. Are you kidding me right now? I get moisturized as soon as I touched outside. You know where I live? Okay, over here the humidity is like 200%. So as soon as I go outside, I already got moist. All right, so I don't need no baby oil. What are you talking about? All right, what are you talking about? Squid Games. Yes, Squid Games. What about Squid Games? You like Squid Games? I like Squid Games. I like it. Red light, green light. Red light, green light. All right, put it on you. You feel me? But I'm probably gonna stay on for a little bit longer, guys. Just a little tad longer, guys. Just a little tad longer. But yeah, guys. I mean, I don't really know what's next. I really don't know what's next for the Knicks. Hopefully, they make some moves to get a good coach, right? Uh, hopefully they make some moves with when it comes to depth, in their bench. Uh, maybe they get rid of Hart. They put him in a trade package because for all Hart can do, right? For all the guy can do, he's chaos. He's chaos on the floor. He really is. Like one moment the guy's doing great things, stealing the ball, getting a rebound, passing it to an assist, and then all of a sudden he's fumbling the ball, and then he's turned the ball over. You know what I mean? And then he does all these mistakes, and it's it's crazy to see. You know what I mean? It really is because I'm telling you, one moment he looks great, and then the next moment it's like 5, 6 plays in a row, he looks terrible. So the Knicks gotta consider you letting that guy, go and putting him in a trade package, most likely with Mitching, so we can get, you know, something. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. Because I can't imagine Mitchie leaving the Knicks just because he's been there for so long. He's been our you know, defensive like player. He's been our anchor defensively. So I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Uh, I can make so many wishes with your eyelashes. It's crazy. What in the world? Sean O'Malley by decision or KO? Tony, you're crazy. Tony, you're crazy. And if it happens, I will be here to talk about it. Okay? I will be here to talk about it. And most likely you'll be on my chat telling me I told you so. Okay? Because that's the way you roll. All right? That's the way you roll. All right? You're around, you come around, you disappear, you reappear, and then when you reappear, you're landing low blows. All right? So I see you. I see you in the comments. So I think Marab it dominates, Sean O'Malley. Now, is the fight gonna look the same, Tony? Is the fight gonna look the same as the first one? Hell no. It's not. Sean O'Malley is definitely gonna use some adjustments. He's definitely gonna land some more combinations. He's gonna use his length a little bit more better. Okay. I think he uses the jab a little bit more better as well to keep his distance. I think he'll use that push kick that ended up hurting Marab in the fifth round. He'll start using that a lot more in the first round. I think the Marab has to do his own adjustments, right? He can't just only implement the game plan of taking him down repeatedly. He has to, cut the distance because he's a lot smaller. He has to cut the distance, get close to Sean O'Malley, clinch, put him up against the fence, land some damaging blows on the fence. If you don't take him down, it doesn't matter. At least you have a hold of him on the fence and he's not moving around the octagon landing punches on you. So I think Marab does that type of game plan and ends up winning. And Sean O'Malley never gets a title fight in that division. He ends up moving up, most likely to the featherweight division and challenging for the belt in that division, guys. That's the way I see everything unfolding. All right. That is my crystal ball. But anyways, guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it, guys. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys, and I'll be back most likely tomorrow for another live. All right. Hopefully, there's breaking news with the UFC or something. All right. But I'm out of here, guys. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. Until next time, y'all. Like and subscribe, y'all.